when grid fails. Now what? Welcome to Grid Down Guide. In a world where power can vanish in an instant, survival isn't just a skill, it's a necessity. We've got the know-how to keep you prepared. Whether you're in the heart of the city or lost in the wilderness, we teach you the essential skills to thrive. Stay tuned. The grid could fail tomorrow. Be ready today.
You live in a flood-prone area. The power just went out. The fridge is dead. Now what? Most people make one of two mistakes. They either trust the fridge too long, or they throw everything out too fast. And they almost never store their food correctly before the storm. In this video, we'll show you exactly how to store food before the flood, and what not to do when the fridge dies. Ready? Let's break it down. Floods are fast, messy, and unforgiving. And most kitchens, pantries, and fridges, they're low to the ground. That means if water comes in, it all goes. Basements and ground-level kitchens are the first to go underwater. Mold and bacteria spread fast in wet environments. Even sealed cans and jars can be compromised in a flood. But it's not just about water. When the power goes, refrigeration ends, and a race against time begins. Use elevated shelving or hanging storage. Keep all food storage off the ground, at least 2 feet up. Use metal or plastic shelves, not wooden ones that absorb moisture. Store in waterproof containers. Stackable airtight bins. Cardboard boxes. Use vacuum-sealed bags for rice, beans, oats, etc. Store flour, sugar, and powdered foods in sealed Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. Rotate shelf-stable supplies regularly. Don't let food sit unused for years. Use a first-in, first-out FIFO system label with purchase, expiry dates. Keep an emergency stash in a secondary location. Attic, second-floor closet, car trunk, if sealed and insulated. Diversify storage so you don't lose everything if one room floods. Include flood-resistant emergency foods. Choose MREs, self-heating, waterproof, freeze-dried meals, dehydrated soups, peanut butter packets, vacuum-sealed, tuna, foil-packed cooked rice, jerky, granola bars, trail mix. Mistake 1. Opening the fridge repeatedly. Every time you open that door, you're not just peeking, you're letting all that precious cold air rush out. It's like opening a window on a cold day and expecting your house to stay warm. You just shaved 30-60 minutes off your food safety window. That's almost an hour of potential spoilage every single time. What to do instead? Tape the fridge shut after the power goes out to keep the cold in. It might sound extreme, but it's a great way to preserve your food for longer. Make a written inventory of what's inside so you're not opening it to check. Knowing exactly what you have will prevent unnecessary door openings. Eat perishables in this order. Milk. It's one of the first things to go bad, so prioritize it. Soft dairy, cheese, yogurt. These are also highly susceptible to spoilage, so consume them quickly. Cooked leftovers. Don't let those delicious meals go to waste. Eat them before anything else. Eggs. While they last longer than milk, they still need to be consumed relatively quickly. Meats. Raw meats are a high risk for bacterial growth, so they should be a priority. Frozen items. These will last the longest, so save them for last. Mistake 2. Trusting your nose or taste. If it smells fine, it's safe, right? Wrong. That's a gamble you don't want to take with your health. Some bacteria don't smell or taste until it's too late. By then you could already be sick. Use the 2 quarters rule. 2 hours in the danger zone, 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 140 degrees Fahrenheit, equal sign, toss it. This is the temperature range where bacteria thrive. After 4 hours with no power, your fridge is now a warm box, not safe for perishables. It's essentially become a breeding ground for bacteria. If in doubt, throw it out. It's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to food safety. Mistake 3. Keeping freezer items too long. Your freezer holds more than food. It holds time, but not indefinitely. A full freezer stays cold up to 48 hours. The more food you have, the longer it will stay frozen. A half-full freezer, 24 hours. Less food means it will thaw much faster. Open once, grab meals to eat first, then close it tight. Minimize the amount of time the door is open to preserve the cold. Wrap the freezer in blankets to insulate longer. This will help keep the cold in, and extend the life of your frozen food. Mistake 4. Tossing shelf-stable foods too soon. Floodwater equal sign contaminated. But a power outage alone doesn't ruin canned food. Don't throw away perfectly good food unnecessarily. Canned goods, unopened, undamaged, are still safe even without power. They are designed to last for a long time. Check for rust, swelling, broken seals. These are signs that the food inside may be contaminated. Don't eat anything with a popped lid or broken vacuum. This indicates that the can has lost its seal, and the food is no longer safe to consume. The moment the power goes out, the clock starts ticking relentlessly. Your fridge is no longer a haven of cold storage, it's essentially just a box, and inside that box is food that's rapidly heading towards spoilage. Every minute counts as the temperature rises. But before you succumb to panic and start throwing everything away in a frenzy, take a deep breath and know this crucial fact. Not all food items are created equal, and they certainly don't go bad at the same rate. Some things are far more vulnerable than others. That's why we've put together a guide on exactly what to eat and in precisely the right order. This will help you minimize waste, maximize the nutritional value of what you have, and most importantly, avoid the unpleasant and potentially dangerous experience of foodborne illness. Eat first. Short-life foods. Use within 2-4 hours. These are the items that demand your immediate attention. These are the most perishable items, the ones that bacteria love. If your fridge has been without power for more than 2 hours, and the internal temperature has crept above the 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius danger zone, these foods should be consumed rapidly. If you have any doubts about their safety, it's always best to err on the side of caution and toss them. Milk. This is a prime example. Use it immediately while it's still cold and safe, or sadly, you'll have to toss it after just 2 hours in the temperature danger zone. If it's still good, enjoy it cold. Alternatively, if boiling is an option, use it in cooking to kill off any potential bacteria. Yogurt. Its high moisture content and those beneficial live cultures also make it a breeding ground for unwanted bacteria when it warms up. If it smells even slightly sour, or if you notice excessive separation of liquids, don't take the risk. It's better to be safe than sorry. Eggs. Surprisingly, eggs can be quite resilient, especially if they were very fresh to begin with. However, the key is to cook them thoroughly. Hard boil them, scramble them until firm, or bake them into a dish where they'll be fully cooked. Never eat them raw or undercooked in this situation. If you're at all unsure about their freshness, perform the float test. Simply place the egg in a bowl of water. If it sinks, it's good. But if it floats, it's a clear sign that it has gone bad and should be discarded. Cold leftovers. This includes leftover rice, pasta dishes, cooked meats, and casseroles. All of these must be reheated to a minimum internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius, before you even consider eating them, especially if your fridge has been without power for more than those critical 2 hours. Prioritize reheating and consuming these leftovers first, but only if you can confidently and safely bring them up to the proper temperature. Fresh meat and seafood. These are undoubtedly your most high-risk food items in a power outage situation. They are incredibly susceptible to bacterial growth. If the meat or seafood feels even slightly warm to the touch, or if it's emitting any kind of unusual or unpleasant odor, do not hesitate. Toss it immediately. It's not worth the risk of severe food poisoning. However, if the meat and seafood still seem cold and fresh, cook them immediately, and ensure they are fully cooked all the way through. Eat them while they're hot, or if you can't eat them right away, store them in a well-insulated container to maintain their temperature for a short period. Medium-life foods need using within 12-24 hours. Hard cheeses are durable, inspect them regularly, and cut away any surface moisture. Real butter can last several days unrefrigerated if kept cool and sealed. Long shelf-life foods are your true backup foods, providing sustenance no matter what. Canned meals have a long shelf life and can be eaten cold or warmed up. Emergency cooking options. No power. Storing food is half the battle. Cooking without power is the rest. Cook with propane camping stove, butane backpacking stove, rocket stove, DIY from bricks or cans, canned heat, sterno, solar cooker, sunny day fallback, car engine block, in extreme emergencies. Safety tip: always cook in ventilated areas. Never use gas stoves indoors without airflow. Floods will keep coming. Power will fail again. But if your food is stored smart, and you avoid those deadly fridge mistakes, you'll stay fed, stay calm, and stay in control.
Prepare now. Hands urgently pack emergency survival kit. Survive anything. Subscribe now. Grid Down Guide.